Hello, welcome to the Marc Drouinaud Show, the cybersecurity show. How to improve your speed in rural areas, or how to get unlimited high-speed internet in rural areas, and then the best service providers for rural areas and why I carefully selected them. That is what's going to be the discussion in this latest video. So without further ado, let's get right into it. We're going dark. So how to improve your internet speed in rural areas. So there's no way to make your internet speed faster than the plan you're paying for. But if you're using, if you're in a rural area, right, you might be running into classic internet problems like weak signals across too large an area or update issues. So here are some things, some of the best practices or top recommendations to do in this regard. Number one, upgrade to a better internet plan. If you're consistently encountering buffering issues and the other steps, other things that you have tried is not working, then it's time to change some things.
Stop it. Get some help.
Also, you want to consider using 5G home internet receivers. The best place to put your device is close to, a window. If you happen to know the direction of the nearest cell tower, place it on that side of your home. Next, try using an Ethernet cable on your most used devices. Wi-Fi always waters down your internet speeds, so hardwiring into your router can ensure you're making the best of your internet plan speeds. Next, if a hardwire connection isn't an option, a Wi-Fi booster can extend your router's signal to where you need it most, okay? And here is something that's kind of not really talked about a lot. Check your data usage. Many rural internet providers throttle your speeds if you exceed your monthly high-speed data cap. And then lastly, in this regard, in this portion of the video, make sure your router, modem, and internet connected devices are all updated. Sometimes outdated software on your router can be all that's standing between you and your best internet speed surfing experience. So how to get unlimited high-speed internet for rural areas. Just as a disclaimer, very few internet providers offer unlimited internet. They might say they offer unlimited internet, but that's not really the true or technically true, right? You have Viasat and Starlink all claim to offer unlimited satellite internet for rural areas, but they actually offer only unlimited standard data, not high-speed data. That means if you have unlimited access to slow and sometimes very slow internet, not the fast stuff you actually want. With that being said, there are actually few rural internet providers with unlimited data. Some of the favorites are T-Mobile 5G home internet and Verizon 5G. So now let's get into my carefully selected rural internet service providers, the best ones in the market, in my opinion. Before I do that, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button and the like button. If you're enjoying this video, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button and the like button for this video, if you're enjoying it so far. Number one, T-Mobile home internet, the best rural 5G internet. Now, let me give you some of the perks. Now, in regards to T-Mobile, right? In regards to T-Mobile, here's some things that you want to keep in mind. The price is around $40 to $60 a month. The speeds is about 72 to 245 megabits per second. The data is unlimited and the availability is across 90% of the US. The pros are it has unlimited data and solid average speed. The cons are only available in areas with cell phone service and patchy coverage in some rural areas. Now, let's get into more of an overview of this product. So, in this regard, Verizon says it can deliver up to 1,000 megabits per second, right? Its rival, right? So just remember that T-Mobile speeds are the average range experienced by its users. Verizon could promise 1,000 megabits per second, but rarely delivers. By contrast, and T-Mobile's range has good internet speed and should support almost every internet activity. T-Mobile sweetens the deal further by promising that your $60 bill and unlimited data with slowdowns will never increase. Plus, T-Mobile home internet has a 15-day trial window, so if you decide the service isn't working for you within that time frame, you can cancel, return, and get your money back. So you're going to want to remember that although T-Mobile home internet is ideal for rural areas, you still need to live in an area that's in its 5G coverage area, which still doesn't cover everywhere in the continental US, okay? So the next one we have is CenturyLink, which is the best for rural DSL internet. Now let's get into the pros and cons. So in regards to CenturyLink, right? It's around $55 a month, speeds up to 140 megabits per second, data cap is unlimited, and the availability is in 16 states. Now let's get into the nooks of cranny of this service or brand. So in regards to, DSL internet in rural areas, CenturyLink is where to go, primarily due to its contract-free plans and unlimited data caps. You won't have to pay early termination fees, also known as ETFs, if you switch providers at any point during your subscription. Plus, its lack of data caps means you can skip out on overage charges at the end of the month, regardless of how much data you use. No data caps or data caps are good news for streamers or online gamers, right? DSL is an older internet technology that relies on telephone lines. So if you live in a remote rural area without infrastructure, CenturyLink is likely not on the table for you. DSL usually tops out at 100 megabits per second, the fastest speed you can expect from CenturyLink DSL plan, right? So this is enough speed for one person to do most things they want to do online easily. Next is Visible Mobile Hotspot. That's the next one. Let's get into the pros and cons. Visible. So it's around $25 to $45 a month, speeds up to 150 on mobile phone and up to 10 megabits per second on hotspot. The data is truly unlimited and its availability is 99% across the US. Now the pros are it's portable and works nationwide, truly unlimited data and affordable prices. The cons are 10 megabits per second max when hotspotting. Okay, now let's get into a little bit of an overview. So Visible Wireless is a favorite among, RVers because of its low price Verizon network that offers 99% visible coverage and great deals that sweeten the sign-up process. Plus, unlike MVNOs and self-providers, Visible Wireless provides unlimited data so that the service won't slow you down to a snail's space after 15 gigabytes, right? So true, Visible's phone plans offer only up to 10 megabits per second. When you use the service as a hotspot, you can get up to 150 megabits per second when just using data on your phone. But 10 megabits per second is actually plenty to stream standard, right? It's plenty to the stream standard definition TV and even make Zoom calls, though not at the same time. So the next one on this list is Rise Broadband, right? It's the best for fixed wireless rural network. Let's get into the pros and cons. Rise. So price is around $35 to $65 a month. The speeds is 20 to 50 megabits per second. The data cap is at 200 gigabytes, unlimited. The availability is 16 states. The pros are it's lower latency and cheaper than satellite internet, right? The cons are it's prone to slowdowns and unavailable in some rural areas. Now let's get into an overview of this product. So, it's not bad considering we've seen DSL speeds of about 2 megabits per second while visiting, family in rural Wisconsin. So fixed wireless internet services slowly replace DSL in rural America, which is good. It's more widely available. Doesn't require a phone line and offers faster speeds than DSL in many cases. If this is the first time that you've heard about fixed wireless, you should know that it functions differently than a hotspot or satellite internet. So in a nutshell, fixed wireless providers beam your internet connection from a fixed location to an antenna installed on your roof. This signal then goes to your router, which broadcasts a home Wi-Fi network. It's cheaper to bring faster internet speeds to rural areas rather than waiting on big internet service providers to install expensive and labor-intensive underground cabling. So that is what I have for you today. Please take a moment to hit the subscribe button and the like button. Please take a moment to hit the subscribe button and the like button. I appreciate your viewership. See you on the next video.